Well, they say all roads lead to Rome, or at least they used to, but not all gangways lead to Rome, as one cruise vessel found out earlier this weekend. Plus, there's growing fear in Juneau, Alaska, that the iconic Mendenhall Glacier will soon not be visible at all to cruise passengers. Oh, and one more cruise line is raising pricing on their Wi-Fi. Oh boy, let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. I'm your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today. Happy Monday. I'm so glad you're here, everybody. Hopefully your week is off to an amazing start. We need to take the cruise news, however, over to Rome. Well, not necessarily Rome, Civitavecchia, Civitavecchia, however the heckavecchia you want to say it. The Queen Mary 2 was in port there over the weekend when high winds pushed this famous, iconic, known the world over vessel away from the dock, breaking her free of her mooring lines, causing several of her gangways to tumble into the water. Now, throughout this whole event, a passenger who was on board the Norwegian breakaway, which was in port beside the Queen Mary 2, captured the whole drama on her Twitter account. Carol Wade of @ArcOfTheWake, who happens to be, well, it looks like a really good artist as I scrolled through Carol's Twitter. I mean, her X. Is anybody used to calling it X yet? How do you tweet now? You have to have X's. Oh boy, I've got a lot of X's. That sounds great. Have you checked out my X's though? Seriously, on x.com, formerly twitter.com. You should check them out. It's a great way to keep in touch with me. Regardless, Carol Wade put out the following photographs of the Queen Mary 2 taking a pleasure cruise of her own design through the port of Civitavecchia. And you can definitely see a couple of gangways hanging down, dipping in the water, dipping their toes in the pool maybe. And with a little extra searching, I was actually able to find this photo from a passenger on board the Queen Mary 2. This is Liz Kershaw at Liz Kershaw DJ on the x.com. Liz's comment section is absolutely awesome. Also, let it be known about this second individual. Apparently, they're fairly well known and fairly followed in the political sphere. I don't know anything about this individual or their politics, so let's just leave it at showing a picture that they posted does not equal an endorsement. What I do endorse, though, is everything in the Midships Amazon store. Yeah, you knew it was coming. In there, you can find everything I take with me every single time I cruise, and it's been hot down here in Florida. I've been using this little rechargeable fan. This thing has been just coming in clutch all summer long on my cruises. Whatever, it's like 15 bucks now. Check it out. There's a link in the description down below. And just by clicking that link, you do directly financially support my channel, and it doesn't cost you a thing. Pretty cool. So at approximately 6 p.m. on Friday, August 4th, is when high winds of approximately 24 miles an hour with gusts up to 36 miles an hour. And for those of you who need to know, kilometers, that's 39 and 58. These winds were recorded at the time of the incident, and moments after the ship broke away, as you can see in the photos, two tugboats quickly jumped into action, stopping the Queen Mary from plowing into the Norwegian breakaway or any of the other couple of ships in port there that day. The ship was relatively quickly secured, but unfortunately, one of her gangways was unable to be retrieved. Whoopsies, there you go. No injuries have been reported, thank goodness, and this is just another in a string of cruise ships deciding to sail away all by themselves on their own. You might remember Norwegian Prima famously broke free last month in Zeebrugge over in Belgium. There was some great video from that incident, and I can say it was great because no one got hurt. 3 other ships were in port during the time of the incident: Norwegian Breakaway, Costa Smeralda, and MSC Divina. I love the Divina. She was my first cruise back from the pandemic shutdown. There were literally only 300 passengers on board that ship. Anyways, I digress. Let's keep the cruise news moving. We're heading over to Juneau, Alaska. I was just up there the other day, and I gotta say, it was 72 degrees, sunny, and hot. I had to switch into shorts up top and down low, but that's not what we're talking about today in Juneau, because what you need to know is about Mendenhall Glacier. It's a beautiful site which you might not be able to see in the next 20 or 30 years. Mendenhall is extremely popular. It's about a 20-minute drive from the cruise port. There's a gorgeous 2-mile hike that you can take up to a lovely waterfall. It affords beautiful views along the way of the glacier, the waterfall, which is called Nugget. But I can tell you from experience, even just in the past 365 days, Mendenhall Glacier looks completely different to what it was a year prior. And that's because the glacier is receding fairly quickly. As a matter of fact, if you ever get a chance to visit Mendenhall, go upstairs in the visitor center. They have photos from over the years of what the glacier looked like. And just going back 50 or 60 years, wow, there was so much more glacier to see. So what's the future in Juneau at the Mendenhall Glacier once the glacier recedes around the corner to the point where you can't really see it anymore from the visitor center? That's going to be a question, especially considering the fact that access will most likely come only via boat or helicopter at that point in time for the majority of cruise passengers. Now, to combat this problem, which is eventually going to present itself, the agency that oversees the Tongass National Forest, which includes the Mendenhall Glacier Recreational Area, that's kind of the area where you hike, well, they're looking forward to proposing new trails, new parking areas, and a new visitor center. This is a very popular stop on any Alaska cruise. Mendenhall Glacier will no doubt be on your very short list of places to go. Though for now, Mendenhall Glacier remains beautiful, majestic, and a place you should plan to visit on your next Alaska cruise. Disney cruisers, listen up. This next one is for you. Wi-Fi is going to be getting more expensive on Mickey Mouse's ships. Pricing for the time-based onboard packages has already been updated for the Disney Magic, Wish, Dream, and Fantasy, but curiously not the Wonder yet. However, the ship will soon transition to this new pricing. And boy, Disney has some expensive Wi-Fi, ranging in price from a social package that begins at $16 a day, all the way up to a premium package that runs $34 per day and can go as high as $42 for 24 hours online. One expert also provides this tip: you're charged daily and days reset at midnight, so you probably don't want to go buying your Wi-Fi at 11:55 p.m. because you will pay $42 and have 5 minutes of Wi-Fi. If you made it this far into today's episode, please make sure you get subscribed to the channel with the bell notification turned on. And while you're down there subscribing, well, it's really important that you hit the thumbs up button on this video if you hope all the gangways are still attached to your next cruise ship. Looking at you, Queen Mary 2. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today, and until tomorrow, we'll see ya on the Midships.